I think the good segue to that is because I think that taught you a good amount of life skill to get to what you're at now, and that's getting into realty, bro. So the first thing that, first off, I want to say this. I'm really proud of you, dog, because being 15, we would fucking walk down the street. We would be freestyling, fucking go get food. We're just two kids, bro. Like not knowing what the fuck is gonna happen, and we're here today, bro. We came out of what people thought that we were just gonna be. You know what I mean? Like all these two fools, like we there's nothing coming out of them, type of shit, right?
Yeah.
Not to say that we're the most successful, but I think we're doing really good with the people that we grew up with and who we know. You know what I mean? I have a lot of friends that are not here today. They're not in the best situations. You know what I'm saying? And that's whether their own decisions or not. But I'm really proud of you, bro, because like I said, a lot of people
Thank
that I
you.
grew
Thank
up
you.
with at that, because like I said, I've known you from 15. People that I've known from that time, you know what I mean? Like they're not. A lot of them are not. Where we're at. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? Not to talk down, but we came up.
Yeah.
So that's first and foremost. And then getting into it is the realty, bro. First off, what made you get into it? Rather than the obvious answer is like the market is fucking booming, right?
Yeah.
But I'm gonna be honest, dog. Like everybody and their mom is trying to be a realtor right now. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
between like now and like the last year. So what made you get into it specifically? Because you're going hard in it, bro. Like I see you working every day. I see you doing this and that. So I see you promoting that and not even like your barbers. You know what I'm saying? So like, what is it? What is it that got you more focused on realty than even like your craft that you've been doing for 5 years?
Yeah, so to be honest, man, that's a great question. So one of the things that I wanted to address, because I actually said this in a status on Facebook that I would talk about it. Again, I was a barber for 5 years. I got my license in 2016, and then on top of that, like, the thing is, before I was a barber, I had a regular job, and then I basically decided to do barbering because I tried college out and it just felt like it was taking too long. And, the job that I had, I was working at a call center. It was fucking terrible. I fucking hated it.
Of course.
I despised it.
Yeah.
Every day I just did not want to go to work, but I would go because, I needed to make money to pay my bills. So that was kind of like what pushed me to become a barber. And I always did it, like I said, I did it out of necessity at first, but then it became something that I was like, you know what, there's some money in there. Like I could do that. I know how to cut hair kind of. I know I would need to touch on my skill set, but I'll be good at it eventually, like cold at it. And so when I finally took the leap, bro, like to be honest, and it's a scary leap to take, because you go from having a safety net of having a job where you get paid hourly, guaranteed no matter what.
You get the paycheck every week.
Yeah,
every 2
and
weeks, like you get it.
And as long as you show up, you're getting paid.
Yeah.
So you go into an environment, bro, where you just jump off the ledge and it's like, oh shit, now what? Like, am I gonna be able to do it? And like, what is it gonna be like? Am I gonna have slow days? And you really don't know because you never actually done something like that.
Yeah.
So when I finally took the leap and I became a barber, I started to see the difference in the money, and I started to see that I could really do this.
Yeah, of course.
And then like you fast forward, when I first started, so let's talk about when I first started. When I first started, it was tough. So I jumped off the ledge, and I thought I was gonna soar, and I did, but there was a couple things that I had to learn about the game, and I learned them the hard way. But the point is, eventually, once I start to see the business and how it actually works, I kind of just figured out ways and applied systems to make sure that I would never have to like struggle ever again. So year 2, I wasn't as established, but I was kind of established. I had a little bit of clientele. Year 3, boom, I was booming, And then I left a shop to become a manager at another shop, and it was a good gig, but I wasn't making what I thought I was gonna make. So I eventually had to leave, and then I ended up back where I'm at right now. And
Where you at now?
I'm actually at Razor Sharp Barbershop. But the point is So I had to restart and rebuild my business in that area again. But what I'm trying to say is like, so like year 3, I actually still made about 75,000.
Mm-hmm.
And then year 4, when I rebuilt my brand and I rebuilt myself as a barber, I made 6 figures. You know, like 6 figures, bro, as a barber. And
Yeah.
then I did that year 5, 6 figures again. And then I would be coming up on year 6 as a full-time barber, but I slowed down because, you know, the thing is, that's kind of why I got into real estate. So I started to really think like, hey, like, you know what, like, you're just a barber and you did 6 figures. That's freaking career money. That's degree money. You know what I'm saying? So like
Fuck
the
yeah.
thing is, when I realized the numbers that I was doing, and I didn't even realize it actually. The first year that I realized it, my tax lady told me. She said, "How much do you make a day? How many days a week do you work?" I said, $400 a day, 5 days a week. Boom, $100,000. You owe this much in taxes. Pay Uncle Sam. I was just
Of
like,
course,
holy
dog. Shit,
shit.
I know that.
You know
Fuck
what I'm
yeah.
saying? So I was just like, man, like that's freaking crazy. So I guess, you know, so what I'm trying to say is I saw my potential in what I did as a barber, charging a certain amount per cut and making a certain amount per day. And like when I realized, like, wow, like you did that with just barbering, and not to say just barbering, because barbering, like I said, you know, I have a lot of respect for it. It's taking care of me. I've done a lot, bro. I've literally gone to every place that was on my bucket list because of barbering.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And not only that, like I've bought in a lot of like things that I wanted since I was a kid. Like, you know, like you said, you know, we grew up in the hood. Like, you know, we went without a lot. And, you know, like, to be honest, when I was growing up, I mean, I don't know about for you, but for me, I grew up wearing church donated clothes my first week of school. I grew up wearing, like, and you probably didn't know me then, but before you met me, that's kind of the situation I was in. I was wearing like church donated clothes. I didn't have any like new shoes. Everything I wore was like hand me down. And to go from like that to like making the money that I wanted, now I'm like in Yeezy Wave Runners that I paid $500
Yeah,
for.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
My most
So
expensive pairs
I
of
mean,
shoes.
that's honestly, bro, like that's the motivation. That's somebody. Everybody has a different motivation. It always aligns with people like us who came from a certain background, right? Where you didn't have this, and that, so that's your motivation, right?
Yeah.
And that was my motivation at first too. Was like because you know what I mean, kind of the same thing, bro. I grew up with a single mom. She was raising 2 kids. She had 2 jobs. Didn't really have much, but she always made things work. Love my mom to death, but you always want it the most, right? Like, you know, you got
Yeah.
kids with the new shoes and you're over here wearing fucking like, you
Church
know,
donations,
fucking
bro.
yeah, 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 yeah. So, and I feel you, bro. Everybody has that different motivation. For me, after a certain point was just kids, dog. Like that. I've
Yeah.
always known that I wanted to have kids because I didn't have my pops around. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah.
Like he's around, but
Not like how
I
you
never
want
lived
them.
with him, and
Yeah.
he never gave me like I would like would go a whole year without talking to him. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And but he was never like showing me how to talk to girls. He never had to talk with me. He never showed me how to shave. Nothing like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So for me, because of that, I was like, man, I'm gonna have kids and I'm gonna be like the best fucking father ever. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So when that happened, because up until that point, I worked in the oil fields. I was fucking bartending. Like I was just
Trying to get
living that
money.
life. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like, and I was making good money the whole time because I was out on my own since 19. Had my own place. Had fucking 2 vehicles. Like, cause I fucking worked hard to get. Cause like I said, that's your motivation at first.
Yeah.
When you come from places like us. But the thing was, once I had my son, bro, that's when everything changed. That's when I got into savings accounts. I got into credit, and I was blessed enough to buy my house when I was 26. In 2017, I was blessed enough to have have savings accounts, have fucking money in the bank, have money like working for you rather than just let me put in more hours and let me get more work. Like, nah, dude, like
Yeah.
you
Exactly.
gotta invest your money to where like it's working 24/7. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And not necessarily like in stocks or anything like that, but certain accounts that you leverage your money in, right? So for me, it's just like I see the different motivation, and I saw you kind of come up because I saw you when you're like on your hustle, bro. When you started off barbering, But you really doubled down on this fucking realtor shit, bro. Like, even when you were fucking cutting hair, I didn't see you too actively promoting it, you know. And I always thought, I was like, yeah, you got your clientele, so you're straight. But you're doubly down on this. And that's what I really want to, like, get into is, like,
Yeah.
why houses? And I know the market's booming,
Yeah.
but what made you in particular? Because, I mean, so I know, like, 10 people right now trying to get their fucking realtor license. So I'm going to be honest.
It's hot. It's hot. Nah, man. So to answer your question, that's actually what I was trying to get at. So
Is it just money?
nah.
Because, like,
here's the thing though.
the
like,
average
so,
house is selling at what?
310,000.
Like 300,000, right?
Mhm.
Here, it's probably like 600 in Austin,
Yeah,
700,000
exactly.
in Austin, right? So what do you get? Like 6%?
It's 6% for the total sell, but then you divide it with 2 agents, so it's 3%.
So you get like 3%.
Right.
So let's just say you sell a $300,000 house, you get 3% of that. How much is that?
300,000. That would be between
Like
6 and 10 grand.
30, right?
Yeah.
And that's still pretty good.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not bad.
It's good. It's good. Okay, so like and that's the thing. Like,
But why do
so
you split it between two agents, real quick? I'm sorry, I didn't know.
because you got to split with the buyer and the seller's agent. So it's you got an agent on each side of the transaction.
I
right.
got you.
So it's like you're representing the buyer, he's representing the seller. So when we come to an agreement of buying a home, you got to get paid. I got to get paid. So like it's 3%, but it's 6% total of the total sales. But also, commission is also negotiable too, just depending on like what you do. If you're a listing agent, most of the time it's on the listing side. But so to answer your question, man, to be honest, the reason that I got into real estate, to be honest, is because like I said, I did like 6 figures as a barber, and I just realized how much potential I had and how I felt. I don't want to say it because I think I hate when people talk about themselves, but I'm gonna say it. I'm different, bro. Like, I'm real different. And you told me something a long time ago, right, about one of your friends when we used to chill way back in the day, and I always remembered it. He said, man, I met this dude, and when he used to do music or whatever, and he was like I met this dude and he's different. Like, when he has a goal, he just becomes obsessed with it.
Mm-hmm.
And like ever since that, bro, I literally have been like that. And I don't know if it's because you said it, but that's just how I am, bro. So now, like, when I have a goal, bro, I literally just become obsessed with it. But to answer your question, it's who I am. It's how I'm built. It's the cloth that I'm from. But for the most part, when I first started the journey to become a realtor, it was for the money. It was because I saw a couple people that I know just really come up in the game as a realtor. And then I saw what I was doing, and I just thought to myself one day, like, man, like, imagine what I could do if I became a realtor.
Yeah.
Because my drive and because how hungry I am. And I'm just like that. Like, I'm just naturally like that. And so to answer your question, at first, the journey started, and it was about the money. But as time has gone on, I've been licensed since February, so I'm going on like 6-7 months. I've come across like different people. I've read different books. And one of the things that I was trying to do, because I did make my start, or I did make the career jump about money. But what I realized is like, so I started to look for information because honestly, real estate is a hard business to start.
That's what I was going to get into, bro.
It's really tough, bro. It's really tough.
Because like, look, let me just chime in on this because I've been in sales for 12 years, bro, in every facet of sales. I've been in management. I've been in development, anything, right? And I remember people telling me, shit, 6-7 years ago, it's like, why don't you get into realty? Like, you're a good salesman. I mean, that's just a natural transition if you want to take that into a higher level because of the money potential. But this is the thing, bro, that just like anything in sales, got to have your clientele. You got to put in the work. You got to do this and that. So there's like that double-edged sword because like my guy who is my property manager, he's my realtor, the guy that I always talk to about everything. He's an older cat, and I trust him because I've rented properties from him. He's rented out my properties, and then he's the one that helped me buy my house.
Right.
This guy is established. This guy has an office.
Yeah.
This guy, that's his bread and butter. He ain't doing nothing else. He's not He
Yeah.
don't got a side hustle. Like that's him. He's clearing because he told me because
Right.
I got interested and I would talk to him. I would chop it up with him because we became cool. He's like, yeah, he's clearing 150, 200,000, but that's because he's selling houses, he's managing properties, he's doing this, and that. So I get it, and then like I'm objective all the time. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like as much as I support everybody and I want all the success, you gotta not everything is fucking easy. You
Yeah,
gotta fucking
exactly.
understand like what's the good and the bad. So the thing that I see about realtors is not only that they're a dime a dozen, is just that the majority of the time is you come across a realtor who is like part time and then they do this or
Mm-hmm.
they're and I get it because you're building your clientele, you're starting up. I get that, but you got to think about it. So what? So what's that double-edged sword? Is like, who am I gonna go with? Am I gonna go with this person who has a year under their belt, 2 years under their belt, or this dude? That's all he does. He
Yeah.
got an office. Like I go up to, I talk to him, and like
Right.
he's in his fucking office, and he has agents under him. You know what I mean? Like, so like who do you really trust more, right? So the thing about it is not to say that you can't get there. Everybody's gonna
Mm-hmm.
eventually get there if they work hard enough for it. But what what sets you apart? You know what I mean? Like let's say I'm gonna buy a home. Why ain't I gonna go to that type of guy? And why would I choose you? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like what's the difference?
The difference between, like I guess me and other realtors is that I'm not like other realtors. I guess what I'm trying to do is just establish myself in this industry, but also still be me, still be relatable, still be honest. And then like I said, I don't really like to talk about myself, but I'll show you what I'm worth. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Versus like telling you what I'm worth. But I get what you're saying though, and the thing is, I actually had this conversation before with somebody, and I know I'm gonna have to choose eventually. But like I said, I've just recently got licensed, and I'm just trying to establish myself right now.
Yeah.
But eventually, I will be.
Full
I'll
time.
just have an office. I'll just be doing real estate, and somewhere down the line, like that'll be my only thing.
Yeah.
I do have to decide though. But that is a good question. But
Because
again,
look, and this is another thing, another objectifying comment is like, dog, I see realtors now because, dog, they're like every other post I see somebody listing
as a
houses
realtor,
and
yeah,
they're
yeah,
doing
yeah.
this, but I see it more as like some of them because like I said, you are passionate. That's what I'm telling you.
Hmm.
You double down on it. Like you're really going hard on it, but I see it more as like a gimmick, bro. Like you see these like I'm gonna be honest, you see these fucking bitches like out here,
you
and
can't, you can't say the B word,
nah,
bro.
man, fuck it, it's 2021. I don't care. But nah, like you see these women, dog, where like you see
I
these
don't
women,
care.
you see these women who are fucking
No, I know exactly who you're talking about.
realtors
Yeah.
and all
See,
this
but that
and
comes
that.
down to your question, right? Like, why them instead of you?
But that's my point. Like, and honestly, but the industry shifted that way. It's like dudes are gonna buy a house from this fucking bitch who has big titties, a big ass, and shit like that. You know
Oh
what I
my
mean? And
God.
like, I don't know, bro. I
This
don't know.
guy.
I don't know. But for me, it's like, dog, when you're handling a business transaction
You don't
that's
want
two or
that.
three hundred
Yeah.
thousand, I'm not gonna fucking fuck with no bitch that's like,
Hey, man, you know what,
that
bro? I'll
was
be honest with you. Look, like, here's the thing, man. I'm not even a judgmental person, and you're right, though. Like, a lot of it does feel like a gimmick. I feel
like
like
that's how I see it, right? And
it's
and
like the
it's
new,
not all that. You know what I
and
mean?
it's like the new car salesman, kind of.
Exactly.
Right.
You know what I
And it's
mean?
like, here's the thing though, and that goes back to what I was telling you earlier. I want to be me and I want to be successful in this industry, bro, but I still want to be me at the end of the day. Like how you know me,
Yeah.
I want you to know me and I want everybody to feel like that, like
But
they know me.
I want you to keep that energy, dog,
Yeah.
because like I said, you get lost in it because there are successful realtors. There
Yeah.
are. I'm not knocking it. There are some people making fucking money.
Yeah.
And then there's a lot of these people that are fucking half-assing it. It's a fucking. They just want to do a fucking photo op with like
In front of a
fucking
house.
suit and then in front of a house and this and that. Like, dog, get the fuck out of here. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like,
You're
I'm not gonna
cold.
trust. I'm not gonna trust a large fucking amount, a large transaction
Yeah.
with somebody like that, bro.
Yeah.
So like, why even try? But my thing is, is
I'll tell you what though.
it's
Look,
just
check it out.
that.
So last week, bro, I actually met with somebody, and they were dealing with something that was on the back end, but it was a transaction between this guy, and I can't say the restaurant's name, but he owns 2 restaurants here in town, and they're pretty popping. They're like in Stono, Lock and Terror area,
For sure.
so the prices are like stupid, right? The dude is buying like $500,000 homes. He's buying investment properties, and he's using the B word like a realtor.
Look,
And you know, and that's the thing though. So like it's a
that's what
matter
I'm
of
saying.
opinion.
So not even opinion, because when you got that type of client, like that
Yeah,
type
yeah,
in
yeah.
particular, those motherfuckers don't give a fuck. Like if they got some money going
He
around,
kind of
cool,
cares,
cool.
bro.
It
He
kinda,
cares.
sometimes I would
But
say.
what I'm really trying to get at, bro, is like, you know, it is kind of a gimmick, but the thing is, you can't like overlook a female because of the way she looks.
No, I'm not though. I like, bro. I dated a female realtor.
Oh,
I told you, you know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah, you did.
And she is one of the hardest working women I've met. And dog, she's great. Like if I was gonna buy a house, I'll go through her. We're not in talking terms anymore. But if I did still talk to her, I would buy a house through her. I'm not saying that, but I'm just saying it's just like take the gimmicky part. She was a straight businesswoman. Like we're talking business, we're talking numbers. Like, hey, you want to sell a house? You want to buy a house? I want to make some money. Like, I'm gonna work hard for you so you can get what you want, and I'm getting what I want. I get that, but when you're just doing it to fucking, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
for like
for the photo
like
op.
A photo op, all that shit. That's what
Just
what
for
I'm
the
saying.
title.
It's like, look, dog, like differentiate that. You're a smart dude, so I know that you've thought about it, but still, it's just like don't fall in that, because real potential clients that are gonna trust you,
They're not gonna see. They're not gonna like that.
they're
Yeah.
not gonna fuck with you.
No, yeah,
Unless,
yeah.
you know, you'll get a client here and there, right? But if you want the longevity in it,
Stay
you
professional.
got dog.
Yeah.
You could the realtors buying homes.
I mean, here's the
that's a
thing
big
though.
business.
Like I think professionalism is not like a problem for me. I could definitely like, you know, like just jazz it up and play the part for sure, right?
Yeah.
But here's the thing though. Like I think my whole thing is, like I said, man, from the beginning, I just want to be me, and not to say like, because the thing
most
is,
important part.
yeah, and like what I see, bro, like you know how you say you see a gimmick. I see a gimmick, but I see it from another point of view. I really don't pay attention to women, just because I just don't objectify women like that. And what I see though is like, so, like, okay, so like, you know how you know me? We've known each other since we were 15 years old. I know people around the same time frame. Then I see them now, and they play this like crazy like I don't know how to say it. They play into the part, bro.
Yeah,
and they're
their
talking
persona,
different.
Like they have a persona. Of,
Yeah. And it's like it's professional, but it's not really you. And I think like the thing is, people can see through that.
Of course,
I can see through
that's
that.
what I'm saying. So,
you know,
but that's my point. It's
Yeah.
like because everybody got like I call it like my white person voice. Like
Yeah, everybody-
Like,
yeah, hello.
You know, 'cause like I said, I work at home. I talk to people all the time. And I get that you're not being fake, but you gotta understand what your client is. But at the same time, I'm not even necessarily saying that. I'm saying is like don't play into the gimmick. Don't play
I'm
into
not,
the gimmick
man.
of the image, because you get lost in it. Like don't.
I just think though, here's the thing though, like I know I'm a little urban looking. Like I've been told that before. Like, yeah, bro, you're really urban. Like you look urban.
There's nothing wrong with that.
And there's nothing wrong with that. And I'm gonna be who I am, bro. Like at the end of the day, I'm gonna be who I am, but I'm still gonna come across as professional. And I'm still gonna come across as the most knowledgeable. I'm still gonna come across
the most important, bro.
as like
That's the most important.
Like crossing my T's and dotting my I's. I'm still gonna do all that stuff. But at the end of the day, bro, I'm still gonna be Realtor Mike Drew.
Yeah.
I'm still gonna be
That's it.
that person, bro.
That's it. That's what I'm saying. Like if I come across and like let's say I didn't know you, right? Like say I didn't know my boy
Mm-hmm.
who I work with, and I was like, man, I'm looking for a realtor. And I meet you, the genuine you. We are like in a professional setting, and you're talking business, and like you're making me feel like, all right, this guy wants to get it done. He's gonna help me out as much as possible. He's not just a fucking, somebody that's trying to post pictures all the fucking time. Like then yeah, I get that. That's what I'm saying.
I think at first I kind of was. I'm not gonna lie. At first I kind of was, but that's because I just didn't know enough to where I could carry myself.
Yeah.
But now I'm kind of in a place where I've learned so much in the past, like couple months or whatever.
There's nothing wrong with marketing,
Yeah.
but at the same time, it's like again, the gimmick. Don't overdo it to where it's like it's not you. Like you were saying,
Yeah,
like it's not you. It's
exactly.
not
Like I'm not gonna,
yeah.
not no offense, but I'm not gonna like get a comb over because it's just not me. And
Yeah,
that's like what you see. You see the realtor
dog.
with the
And
comb
and it's
over.
funny you say that. I've had this fucking
Nah, you've had that
haircut.
haircut for a long
I've
time.
had this
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
haircut since I was 20 years old, dog. I've had it for 11 years already. And I've had dudes, homies that I know that would talk down and be like, "Man, it's fucking stupid. You look stupid, blah blah blah." And I'm like, "All right, cool. Like that's me. Like I've done, dog. If you've seen my Instagram and all my shit, dog, I fucking had braids. I had
Oh yeah,
fucking
yeah, yeah.
I had
You did have long hair
yeah,
for a while.
I
Yeah,
had
yeah,
long
yeah.
hair. I had fucking braids. Had
I think
this.
everybody did that, but I'm kind of glad that hairstyle is like gone now.
No, I had braids. I had cornrows. Like I've done
Yeah,
it all. Like I had fucking short hair like
yeah.
you. Like I don't know. I had fucking blonde hair for like
You
6 months.
you just
It's
try to
just
change
cause
it
like
up.
I want to I just want to be something different. But at the end of the day, and I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. Just cause like I said, I know you and I tell you all the real shit. All the bitches just love fucking shorter hair, dog. They love fucking clean cut hairs. So like every fucking woman is like, you look better with short hair. So
Yeah, yeah,
so
yeah.
after like I had my long hair, I cut it off because I was just like, man, fuck it. If the shoe fits, it fits. Like I it's not that I don't like it, but I kind of like what you said. Everybody has a fucking comb over, but at the same
Yeah.
time, if the shoe
You
fits,
look like a T-Mobile rep right now.
yeah, no, nah, those. Oh fuck, I'm getting fat like this, but still, not like if the shoe fits, because bitches love it.
Yeah.
They're like, yeah, you look like this is your best look.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
But I don't like this because they fucking faded it too high. I never do it. I have the natural fucking part where like they have
Like
the hair is long on this side, so it looks like you actually combed it rather than somebody fucking parted it. But anyway, like I'm saying, I'm not too happy with it, but whatever. I mean, my hair
It looks
grows fucking
alright,
super-
man. It looks
Yeah,
alright.
It's not
You know.
bad, but it's not. I wasn't happy.
Yeah,
You know what I
yeah,
mean?
yeah.
But my hair grows fast. I can fucking shave it off, and like in 2 weeks, I can fucking fade it again.
Okay.
But yeah, dog. So apart from that, I like it, bro. And like I said, I have no doubt that you're gonna be successful. I have no doubt that you're gonna make it work. Cause just the short amount of time that I've seen you be in it, you've already, like I said, you've been going at it, bro, and you've been hustling. You've been doing this, and that. That's the most important. Like putting in the work is the most important. That's what I always contribute my success in. Is like I'll outwork you because every time, like, because I'm in sales, bro. So we're always talking about motivational, inspirational shit, and that's always been my answer. It's like, what sets you apart from like another rep or or like this broker, this agent, and I'm like, I'll work you. That's it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You waking up at 6 a.m. I'll wake up at 5. You're leaving at 5. I'm leaving at 6. Like,
Exactly.
you know what I'm saying? While you're fucking still farting under the covers, I'm already fucking doing. I'm already putting in work, and that's how it was, dog. Like,
And it's crazy, bro, because the thing is that whole 5 a.m. thing, that shit is real, bro.
That's
I wake
some
up
real
at
shit.
5 a.m. I go to the gym. I come back. I make breakfast. I
dog,
hop on
I'll
some
show you my alarms.
calls.
Like every
Yeah.
Saturday and Sunday, I wake up at 5:30. I go with my buddies. I go with my buddy to go bike.
Yeah.
And I love it, bro, because I start my day by 7 a.m.
You doing a
I've
lot of
already
stuff,
biked
yeah.
10 miles, 15 miles. I'm already fucking getting my coffee. Like, I'm already going when people are like, oh, it's Saturday. Like, let me fucking sleep in. Let me fucking do this and that. Nah, fuck all that. You know what I mean? And like I said, I got to go to church on Sunday, so I got to fucking be up early. But yeah, dog, so that's good, dog. But transitioning into the whole being Mike Drew. So let me know a little bit about your actual personal life. Cause look, the one thing that I could say is that I've known you for a minute, but we haven't always had we haven't always been connected the whole time. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like
yeah.
you got into your career, and then I started my family for 5 years, bro. I didn't talk to nobody. I didn't
same.
go out. I didn't do shit.
Exactly.
I was doing the working the 9 to 5, coming home to dinner, tucking my kids in at night, and then going to sleep and doing it all over. I did that for like 5 years, bro.
Sheesh.
And now it's straight, dog. I love it. Things didn't work out. It is what it is. But to be honest, people know me. I'm just about my son. I work out, and that's really about it. I'm fucking boring. But for you, what is it? What's Mike Drew? I don't even know. Like, I don't know shit about what's going on in your life right now, rather than you're focusing on Roti. So what's up? Are you fucking dating somebody? What you doing, or what's going on? You got some hoes? You got a couple? You got a
definitely,
couple women?
definitely don't got hoes. I guess, for me, the way to describe myself, man, is like, so I think like, so like, you know how you keep saying like, oh, like you're hitting it hard, you're driven, and all that good stuff. So like for me, bro, like it's more like, so what everybody's looking at and what everybody sees on social media for me is, this is my second chance, right? And I say that because like when I was younger, you know how I was man, bro.
Oh yeah,
You
dog.
know what I'm saying?
We're
Like
all acting a fool. Yeah,
exactly.
yeah,
So
for sure.
I was really out there. I was really doing stuff that I wasn't supposed to do, and I ended up getting caught up. And it took a lot of time to like come back from that,
Mm-hmm.
and it cost me like years of my life, bro.
Yeah.
So the point is, I think like I didn't really start really feeling like I had my second chance until like 25, which is when I got licensed. So like I guess to describe myself, bro, is like, so for me, like I said, I don't got hoes. I don't really date
You're
like
not about
that.
that crazy. Yeah, that crazy.
Yeah, I'm
life.
not like in a dating mode, and I don't really care to do that right now. And but even though I say that, there is somebody. She's great. She's probably like perfect for me, but it's just not the right time. Right person, wrong time.
Hey man, oh, I'm
You know what I'm
glad
saying?
you said
Like,
that.
but we
'Cause
click.
That's some real ass shit, bro.
And I
That's some
think
real ass
like
shit.
if whoever's watching this, like if they were in my Ignite class, they know exactly who I'm talking about, because that's where we met. And I think people already knew or assumed that, oh yeah, they're gonna talk. Like they're gonna end up talking
Two
one
urban
day.
people?
Yeah,
Is that what they
basically.
That's what they
They're
classify
like,
y'all.
they click.
Urban. He's urban. She's urban.
They're gonna talk.
She's white. He's white. They're gonna have fucking. They're gonna have some tea later, some green tea later on after class.
But yeah, so there definitely is somebody, you know what I'm saying, that I do. I guess I talk to her like a lot. She's there, just right person, wrong time, bro. But the chemistry's there. She's beautiful inside and out, but
It's not like
it's just not a priority right now. And it's like, I think part of being a man and part of being grown is just knowing when something no longer serves you in a positive way and being able to walk away
Love
from
that,
it.
dog.
You know what I'm saying?
Preach that shit, because that's the truth.
Yeah, bro.
Because like
Yeah.
when we were younger, we didn't give a fuck
And just waste
like,
time.
I mean, I was the same way. I didn't give a fuck if a bitch was dumb as rocks, but as long as she was cute, as long as she was like good looking, I was
Yeah.
Now, bro, I can't do that. Like I went on a date not that long ago, and this chick was gorgeous, fucking beautiful. And I was like, all right, like this is my type. But then she started talking, and then she had like fucking long nails, and I was like, man, like I don't know. I told her I had like fucking explosive diarrhea or some shit, and I dipped out. But anyway, like I can't waste my time. You know what I mean? Like I can't waste my time with that.
Yeah.
And so when you said that, I'm right there with you, bro. Like,
Exactly.
It's like you have to find.
Because in a sense, bro, this is your second chance too.
Yeah.
Because you were in a committed relationship and now you're not.
Yeah.
So this is like an opportunity for
But
you to fix
because
whatever.
of that, it showed me 100% of what I do want and I don't want.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
And,
I was so young too. Like when you're young, you don't know what the fuck. Like kind of the
Yeah.
same thing is like I got with this person, gorgeous woman, right?
Mhm.
But we there's nothing. We don't like the same music, the same movies,
man.
but we were just attracted. We were physically attracted to each other, so we made it work
Yeah.
for that long. But
Yeah.
we didn't fucking like none of the same shit. If it was me back then, I would have been like, nah, fuck that. Like,
Yeah.
I can't fucking ride in the car with you jamming fucking country all the time, bitch. Like, I want to
See,
fucking...
and that's the thing about this girl, bro. Like
y'all connect. Y'all
we
straight.
connect, bro.
Yeah.
Like she's physically attractive, mentally attractive, and like literally, bro, like we're the same person. Like literally, like we.
That's good.
And we both do real estate, so that also was like a bonus.
Man, that's even better. So
And
y'all
like,
can-
you know, she's set up differently though. But the point is like, dude, like I brought up a conversation the other day, like on Thursday, and I was like, yeah, I wanted to buy this mirror for my apartment, but it's like, you know, it was kind of expensive. And she's like, what kind of mirror is it? I was like, I don't even know, but I just kind of found it online. And then she pulled it up, bro, because she's like, oh yeah, I was gonna buy this mirror for like $2,000 or whatever. It was the same mirror. I was like, what the fuck? Like, this is what I'm talking about. You
Yeah,
know,
the same
like,
type of people.
like if we bought a house, I'd just be like, just go deck it out.
yeah,
You
dog.
know,
And you saying that in that plays so much more. Like you wouldn't really care about that if you were younger, right? Like
I
little
would not,
right?
yeah.
You just like oversee it. But like I was telling you about that one woman that I dated who I was like in love with. And again, I fucked it up because I'm me, like always. But she
You're just young.
it's just like we're the same age.
But you're still young. We're still young.
We're still young, but like and this wasn't too long ago either. But the fact is that she was a grown woman because she was older than me. But the thing was like she like what did I say? I told her like cause like I like whiskey, right?
Yeah.
Like I'm not a big drinker, but I'll sip a little bit here and there, and I was like, oh yeah, like I want to try this. It's crazy, like some type of whiskey or whatever, right?
Yeah.
And she was like, oh okay, cool, yeah, that's what's up. Like passive conversation. Fucking a week later, I go to her house. She fucking has it there for me, dog.
Wow.
Like that's some little
that's like
shit.
super thoughtful
that's
shit.
That
yeah,
little
yeah,
shit
yeah.
that I'm like, damn, bitch, I would fucking marry you right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, but like little stuff. Like,
no, yeah, and that stuff is important.
But that's because I would do stuff for her like that too. Like she'll mention like, oh, like, I love like little innocent shit. She was like, oh, they're having a sale at like Bed Bath and Beyond or some shit like that. And I'm like, all right, cool. So like we would hang out one day, and then she's like, well, what are we gonna do? And I was like, oh, I gotta stop by here real quick. And like I would pull up, and I'll be like, yeah, let's buy some shit over here. And she's like, oh fuck, like I want to buy some candles, right? Like,
yeah.
You know what I mean? So like the thing is, when somebody's like that, they make you better.
Yeah.
Because I would never do that in the past.
Exactly.
Like never, bro. Like I never cared enough. Like, cause I'm like, all right, we're cool. Like, I do like the minimum, whatever the fuck. But now these past couple years, it's like, man, I really see it in tune of like developing a partnership. You know what I'm saying? But that's some crazy shit. That's good shit though. But so that's good. But rather than that, what else? Like what else? What else are you doing? I know you go to the gym. I see you. I see you trying to work out.
Trying to stay young forever.
Shit, don't we all, bro? The good thing is, everybody always tells me I don't look 31.
Yeah,
that's one thing.
Yeah.
Like everybody's like, oh shit.
But okay, like that's like a good and bad thing, bro. Because I like hate that shit, bro.
Nah, I like it because like I'm like, all right, cool. So when I'm like fucking, because I'm 31.
Yeah.
And everybody's like, I thought you were like 25, 24. I thought you were my age.
I don't like it.
I like it because I'm fucking, if I'm 40, they're going to be like, oh,
I look
shit,
12.
fucking,
I look, or you know what? I look 16 without my beard.
Oh, no, you cut your beard. You look like a little baby.
Stupid,
yeah,
bro.
For sure.
Like,
but I love that because, I don't know, dude. We just got good skin. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
My dad's 68, bro. And this fool looks like he's like 48.
Yeah.
He has like real good fucking.
Like he looks young. He
doesn't have like a lot of like, like wrinkles.
Yeah.
He's Indian, bro. So he fucking has like a little bit of white hair. He still has black hair, dog.
Wow.
Like if you see him, he'll look like me, maybe a little thinner.
Yeah.
But a little bit of gray hair. And this fool's almost 70. You know what I mean? So I'm
shit.
like, all right, I'll be good. I can still, like, just in case I don't meet the love of my life in the near future, I could be 70 and still be fucking with these, like
40-year-olds. 30-year difference.
Hey, shit, fucking whatever works, man. But now because I'm getting back into it, dog. I've been bike riding a lot. I've been fucking working out, doing as much as possible. Because you see things differently. Like we were talking earlier, it's like we can go fucking have some drinks. But we wouldn't prefer that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I told you, like if somebody's like, oh, let's go fucking drink, let's go do that, dog. Honestly, I would much rather do shit like this, kick it, smoke a cigar, fucking.
This is my first time, by the way, guys. My first time on a podcast. First time. I popped my virginity.
We got a virgin.
Yo, and then I was sipping a little bit just so y'all know, make myself a little bit loose.
Yeah, man. I mean, honestly, that's what I love doing this shit. And, it's more than anything, it's really connecting with people more than you would just like on a
just
hey,
like
what's
going
up?
out.
How you been?
Yeah,
like what's up? Or like you go out for some drinks. You don't really like talk in depth about shit. You just talk about surface, and that's cool.
Yeah. So the thing is, I think that what we got away from is like you said, why did I get into real estate? And I guess I want to get back into that. So like, another there's several reasons, right? The first thing was I got a taste of self-employment. I realized what I could do as a barber. Then I thought to myself, what could I do as a realtor? And then I got into it because of money at first. And then I also have like a goal of like owning like at least 1 or 2 shops by next year. You know what I'm saying? That's my goal for next year. And so the goal originally was to basically fund my own businesses without actually having to take a loan out. But then as I got
Most
further
important.
into it, because I was like, you know what, like I'm starting to get really good at understanding this business, and I'm starting to fill my head up with knowledge. And when I was reading books, the books that I would pick were always like, hey, like this is how you become a millionaire. It always had millionaire in it. But then as I'm reading these books, bro, like all these books, they just basically talk about just wanting to help and to come from what's the word? Um how do you say like to give? There's another word to say to give. To come from basically you want to come from a place where you're giving,
Mm.
right? So that's what a lot of the books talk about. Um and then as I'm reading these books, bro, a lot of these books that I'm reading, they're from like realtors who've been really successful. Um and a lot of it has just kind of just changed my perception of like how to approach business. So now like I want to come from a place when I talk to people, when I meet people who don't know anything about real estate, I want to be able to give them the knowledge to be able to achieve their goal. And when I talk about that, the people that I really want to help, bro, like to be honest, and I guess that's kind of like what I was trying to say earlier. Um, so like you know how we grew up in the hood, and when I was growing up, where I grew up on the east and the south, right? So I
Mm-hmm.
grew up in both hoods, really. But majority of my life, I grew up in the east when I was younger, and when I was growing up there, I lived in the projects, and you know everybody I knew, like, did not own a home, had no relatives that owned homes,
Yeah.
and everybody was just living in poverty. But you don't realize that when you're young, and then you get older and you look back, and, you know, sometimes I think back to certain times where I talked about like owning a home one day. You know, everybody says shit like that. Oh, when I get older, I'm going to own a house, big
Mm-hmm.
ass house. But when you're young, that's just wishful thinking,
Mm-hmm.
right? You say that shit. And then at the back of your mind, it's like, nah, that'll never happen. Or like, oh, I don't know, you know? And then you just put it at the back of your mind and that's it. So those are the people that I really, really would like to help. And those are the people that I would really, really want to help. And I say that because I think, you know, before I became a licensed realtor, to me, owning a home was just wishful thinking. And to me, the possibilities of owning a home were like far fetched. You know, it was something that I would think about, talk about, but I never really saw it as something that could actually happen. And I think a lot of people feel that way, especially people that are from where I'm from. You know, like they don't see it as a possibility. They see it as just, oh yeah, one day I'm on a home, and they talk about it and
Yeah,
talk
dog.
about it.
Honestly, so like, I felt the exact same way. The exact same way. It was like I want to buy a house, but and then I'm like, how the fuck do you buy a house? Like, what do you, what do I know? The first thing, but like I was telling you earlier, I was blessed, bro. I was 100% blessed because I was around older dudes that
Yeah,
were
you were always yeah.
that were like, that they fucked up their credit earlier, and then they bought a house, but they had to go through it. So they told me everything about the game. They told me about fucking banks, lenders, realtors, fucking
Closing
everything,
costs,
dog. Like
yeah.
they and then they were like, okay, you need to have money for closing. You need to, you're gonna have to do this and that. So you got to have money in the bank. You have to have 2 years worth of that money, that income in your bank. You have to have the W-2s that support how much
What you
money you
made.
could afford, and your debt to income ratio, all of that shit. I was blessed to have older dudes tell me and put that in my head, and that was right at the time that my son was born. And
Yeah.
like I said, I shifted gear. My son was born, dog. I shifted gears. Like
Yeah.
I cut everybody off. I was like, man, I'm working. I'm putting my head down. I'm grinding because I'm gonna do it for my kids. You know what I mean? And then so I buckled down and I did it, dog. But it was a hard discipline. You know what I'm saying? Like, of saving money, not going out, working on your credit. You got some bad shit, all right, pay it off, or make arrangements to get that shit off of your credit. And I was blessed enough to work with a bank, with a mortgage, a lender who helped me out a lot. He was like, "This is what you need to do. You need to pay this off, and you need to do this." And I did it, dog. Again, just putting my head down, and I did it. And I was blessed. 2017, I bought my first home, and then I was blessed enough to do investment properties with my parents and doing all that shit, and it's really good. But the thing is, like, you like you said, you dedicated. You gotta have it in your mind. If I still hung out with the people and still going out and did all that shit, I wouldn't have bought that house.
Yeah, for
You
sure.
know what I'm saying? Like I had to,
And that's a
I,
big flex, by the way. Like
yeah.
people don't realize how much of a flex it is to be a homeowner. Like, dog, that shit is an accomplishment
That's what I'm saying.
like no other, bro.
And then
so congrats, bro.
I appreciate it.
Yes, sir.
And then I had, I had that separation. She wanted to take it out, and then I had another fucking hard time because she wanted to sell it, courts, blah blah blah,
Yeah.
and then I had to pay her out of the equity, which at the end of the day, dog, it was fucking pennies.
So you bought her out?
I bought her out.
Wow.
I had to
Yo.
because if not, we were fighting, bro, back and forth.
Yeah.
And she was the first judge.
Common
Actually,
law.
Dog, of course.
That shit is real,
Dog,
bro.
of course,
Shit
dog.
is real.
Like, if you live with somebody for a year, y'all have joint
Receive
bank
mail.
accounts. If y'all file taxes together, you are legally married in the state of Texas.
And if you bought the home while you were married, then it's
I was never married, but my dumb ass put her on the house.
Oh, okay. So
she
yeah.
didn't- she
So
had
it's still
nothing to do.
kicked in. Yeah.
She would make like $600 every 2 weeks.
Oh,
Her
my
money did.
God.
Her money had no account to. I couldn't even use her at first. Like I went to my bank, and they were like, they were like, yeah, like she has no credit. She doesn't make that much money. Like you can't use her. And I was like, I want to put her in a house because like that's
a goal.
Like that's the mother of my kids. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like I want to do that, and they were like, all right, you can. I mean, but. It's not gonna help you. Well, like no, I was like, because I already with just my info, my money, I already was at the amount that I wanted to buy a house, because he thought that I was like, oh well, I want to add her so I can boost. I was like, nah, I just want her on the loan because that's the mother of my kids. Like if shit goes south, like that's still gonna be the house
forever.
for the kids, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
And she went south, and she turned out to be fucking somebody that I didn't know. And yeah, dog. So I had to pay her out, and I paid her out. But bro, I've owned this home for 4 years, and I have so much equity in it now, dog.
Yeah.
So that money that I fucking paid her,
you made it back.
Nothing. Oh, dude, like within that first year, I did this. I did this last year.
And that's the name of the game, people. That's
like
the
you
name
have.
of the
That's
game.
what I'm saying. You gotta leverage what you know and make smart decisions with your money.
Exactly.
So I had to pay her those thousands of fucking dollars right
And
then and then, and it sucked. Fuck yeah, of course it sucked because I mean I still had the mortgage, I still had my payments, I still had lawyers, and then I had to pay her. So I'm like, fuck, it was a struggle. But at the end of the day, it was the best decision because now that I'm good, that house is under my name, free and clear. Like I ain't got nobody to fuck with me on it, and I can sell it right now and make fucking
all that money back.
$50,000 in profit after the sale. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So yeah, and I tell everybody, dog, and this is a good mention because I got one of my buddies, dog, been in his job for years, makes good money, has money in his bank. And he's been in an apartment for like 7 years. And I'm like, what you doing? And he's like, I don't know, man. I don't want to move. And, I got
Ask him if he needs a realtor.
Yeah, dog. No, he just bought a house. So that's what I'm saying.
Okay.
So, dog, this was literally like 6 months ago. I was like, bro, buy a house. And he was like, yeah, I might look into it. I was like, no, dog, buy a house. And I hooked him up with a guy that I knew back then.
Yeah.
Because this was like 6 months ago. And he was and he hooked them up. He did everything. They fucking finally found a house because you know how hard it is to buy a house right now.
Right now,
bro.
yeah, and especially 6 months ago.
It's super fucking hard.
Yeah.
So they finally, he was like, dog, go with me. Like we're gonna go to a showing. We're the first people to show. We can be the first one to submit an offer. I was like, bro, let's do it. I went with them, and I was like, bro, yeah, this has potential. This is good, man. This is a good first house for you. I think it was like 220,000, something like that.
Oh damn.
And I was like, dude, do it. Put the offer in, bro, because
you just never know.
Be hard, yeah. And yeah, he ran into some problems because of some other shit, but they got it done at the end of the day, dog. And he owned his home. He owns his home, and I'm like, bro, dog, consider this as a blessing because it might get harder even like
as
later.
Time goes on. Yeah.
Yeah.
And the thing is about the housing market, bro. That is the problem. Like it's there's too many buyers and there's not enough supply.
Yeah.
So that's the problem that everybody's having. And like
you
right
got,
now,
like out of towners, you got investors, you got people
and that's
fucking
the thing.
money. Like
you got California people, bro, coming over here paying $20,000 over 30,000
Yeah,
over.
yeah, yeah,
So they
yeah.
see a house and they're just investors. They're like, oh, that house is only 230. I'll give them 260.
Yeah, so I can fucking snatch it up right there, and
Yeah,
I'm not gonna
exactly.
have to worry
And then
about
on
it.
top of that, bro, they live in a place where they're selling, like they probably get a small 3 bedroom, 2 bath, and they're selling it for $1 million.
Oh yeah,
So they come here, that's nothing.
they
They'll buy
get
it cash.
yeah, fuck yeah,
So you
dude.
can't compete with cash. Like,
Of course,
I mean,
that's what
you
I'm saying.
can. There's ways now. There's definitely ways now. But before, when that all started, people were like, "Well, what do we do now?"
Yeah,
We're kind of, you know. So, yeah, man, it's pretty crazy.
yeah,
Right
it's
now.
crazy.
It is a tough market.
Did you hear about that burned down house in San Francisco?
Nah.
This house burned down, and you can see the pictures.
It
It was fucking burnt.
Still sold for like under $1 million, like right under.
It sold for 1.2 million.
Oh my god.
It sold for 1.2 million. Like, I'm gonna try to pull it up.
Yeah.
A fucking house in San Francisco. It was a big ass house, like huge house, but it was burnt to shit. Like, you have pictures inside the house. It was fucking burnt up.
Yeah.
And they listed it for 800,000, and then there was a bidding war for after 800,000.
Oh my
dog.
god.
And it sold for 1.
He's like, I want it.
Yeah, dog. I'm being serious.
I believe you.
Like because you got millionaires over there, right?
Yeah,
They're
yeah.
like, man, fuck it, like the location.
But they
whatever
saw the
fuck.
potential for sure.
Yeah, dog. But
You're
even
not
at-
gonna pay $1 million and not have potential in a
yeah,
house.
but even at that, dog, like everybody's leaving California. Everybody's fucking coming here.
Everybody's leaving, but I think the smart thing you can do is still grab property there if you can afford it, because
Well, yeah.
you know, it's still gonna
own
appreciate.
property wherever as much as
Oh,
possible.
yeah, yeah,
you
and
know
that
what I-
too,
even
you know?
land, like even if you just got land, there's still a lot that you can do with it. I mean, the thing is, own it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, don't rent, don't do this, don't fucking
Don't throw your money away.
Yeah, own that shit, because I was telling my boy before he bought it, I was like, bro, you're paying rent, you're never getting that money back. You're paying a mortgage, that's your equity.
Exactly.
That's your equity, dog.
You're making
like,
it back.
You're paying it, but you're not losing on it. If you can sell it and make money. So, you know, they understood, you know, and he was blessed enough to get it, and he's a homeowner, and but that's another thing. Like, I want to surround myself with people like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, business minded, smart.
Because they understand like what it needs to do to progress. I've had boys since same thing, 14, 15 years old, that we were tight with, that like I never lost connection. We would always kick it up until I was like in my 20s, and I had to cut them off, dog, because they didn't progress in life. You know what I mean?
Same.
Like, we were fucking 27, 28 years old, and you know, and I'm trying to do this. I'm fucking
and it's weird. Like, it's so weird too, because I think a lot of times when you change and you grow and you become who you're supposed to be, it's kind of like the still people, they see it as like, oh, you think you're better than me.
Yeah.
And it's not that, bro. It's just
not at all.
You know, like,
they
and
might
it's crazy.
think that, but I was just like, dog, like, so like I had a group of friends that I fuck with all of them.
Yeah.
Right? When we first started, like, all of them were all cool, but we were getting fucked up, fucking smoking, doing all this dumb shit, right? But once you got older, that group of people, you see who are the ones that were like growing up. You see the people getting degrees. You see the people having families. You see the people that are actually progressing in life. And then you see the ones that are still getting fucked up. They're older than you. They're still fucking bullshitting. They don't have a good job. They're just going through life, like all this. So what do you naturally do? People that are progressing are naturally going to fucking come together and like, oh, shit, okay, cool. Like, where'd you get this job at? All right, cool. Like, what did you do, to do this and that? Like, how... Like-minded people that want to be successful, they're gonna hang out with each other because they want to know the game. They want to know like what worked for you, so I can maybe apply that to my shit and then put my own.
And I
thing
always
in it.
tell people that, bro. Like I always tell people, like, so for me, like I told you, I was in a meeting with a guy who was buying like $500,000 homes, buying multiple. So he probably spending like $1 million on homes,
Yeah.
or if not, right? But the point is, I wasn't really involved in the transaction, but the fact that I was there, I knew that I could soak up something, like soak up game.
That's what I'm saying.
So my ears are always open, bro. And I always tell people, bro, you either learn what to do, learn what not to do, learn how to be, how not to be.
Yeah.
And like, you can learn that anywhere.
Yeah, because And I guarantee you, so now if you are involved in one of those larger scale transactions,
I know how to be.
you already kind of know
Yeah.
what goes down and that's it. That's the name of the game. That's you being fucking, proactive.
Mm-hmm.
Instead of sitting down on your ass and being like, okay, well, I went to school, I did this, like let it just come to me. No, dog. Like especially in sales,
Yeah.
you gotta do something different in order to get what you want. No, sales is not linear, bro. Like if you're just, hey, the product, you know what to say, and then that's it, and you're just fucking bland. You're fucking like white people clothes. Like you ain't never gonna.
This guy. Oh my god.
You ain't never gonna progress, dog. Like you need to be.
He said like white people clothes.
Yeah, dog. You just plain Jane. You know what I'm saying? That's all it is.
Yeah.
But
Plain Jane. Oh my god.
Plain Jane, bro. I mean, even Jane's a white name. That's how it's fucking just average. Plain Jane, dog. Anyway, but no, man. Look, it was good connecting. I'm really glad you stopped by because, like I said, man, I really love to see. I'm gonna be honest, bro. I'm pro fucking Hispanic, dog. I'm pro Latino. Because our people don't get the credit that we deserve, bro. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
You don't see us in movies. You don't see us in marketing and publications. You don't see us in commercials. Not to take away anything from whatever anybody else is doing, any other, ethnicity, races, whatever. But dog, it's hard for us, bro. It's hard for us. So anytime that I can promote, acknowledge, fucking, even put in the limelight as much as possible, I'm gonna do it, dog. I mean, because we're not in it. Even though we're the majority here, right? Like, you don't see a lot of it. You don't see a lot of us. You know what I'm saying?
And it's because it's like, I think a lot of other people just see it as like a normal thing.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. But nah, dog. Like I'm real pro fucking brown excellence, dog. I'm all about brown excellence. Like, I'm a fucking tattoo on my chest. You know what
brown
I mean?
Excellence.
Because I'm serious, dog. Because like I want all my people to fucking come up. And we were talking about that before this, how we were saying it's like we're our own worst enemies, dog.
Yeah.
Like we hate on each other. And that's one of the main things that I wanna stay away from. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like I don't want to perpetuate that cycle with being a father. You know what I'm saying? Like I didn't abandon my kids. I'm there every fucking day. I'm not hating on nobody. Like exactly. At all, bro. Like especially if we come from the same cloth. You know what I mean? Like if I see you like, hey, you're starting to cut my hair. Like if you're starting this business, like dog, I should be there fucking paying double what you're doing. You know what I'm saying? Like
you're gonna support. Yeah, exactly.
I want to be in it, dog. So that's a good way to kind of end it. I will, once I have this posted, I'll drop your fucking IG, your socials, your fucking contacts, whatever anybody can contact you for. The good thing is like you explained it, right? So what's gonna make you different? Because what if there is potential buyers, right? What you want to do is just be yourself and just work hard, bro.
And like you've
been doing.
Yeah.
You ain't really got to do nothing different. Just continue it because people get, their morale goes down. Maybe you're not, getting these clienteles. You're not close. Whatever the case is, you just got to keep going, dog. That's all it is. Life is hard, bro. Life is fucking hard, but you got to keep going every fucking day. Like I always post shit. Like you see my stuff, and one of the things that I put on was we all out here fighting demons every day.
Yeah.
And so many people hit me up. It's like, man, like that's some true shit. Like that's fucking like some real shit because we all have our issues, dog. We all have our problems, our obstacles, but what can we do about it? We can't sit on our ass.
Mm-hmm.
We got to fucking keep going, dog. So that's one thing to kind of leave this with. Just keep on fucking grinding. We'll drop your shit and future success, dog. You know what I mean? We'll celebrate it. And then next time we connect, you're going to be like, man, I closed these deals already. I'm fucking making this amount of money. And then you're going to fucking buy me drinks afterwards.
I don't talk about money, but I mean, I'll definitely be a different.
That's a motivator, dog.
I'll be a different.
That's a motivator. That's
it's a motivator, bro. But I just think like I just don't do that. You know?
No, I feel you like, because there was a point in time where I didn't care about the money. I wanted the title. I remember that was a big thing.
And that's what
for
I'm
me.
after.
Like I wanted the title because I told you with because remember that company that you said that I was with, I was there for 8 years, and I already was making the money. Like
Yeah.
I went up so far that I was making the money, but then I was like, man, fuck the money. I want people to I want
You
to
want the
walk into
respect.
I want to walk into a store and be like, oh shit, the boss is here. Like, damn, this guy is there. And I got to that point. I got to the point where I fucking was running different locations, and people were like, oh, okay, this is this person. Where that saying is like, you grind so hard until you don't even have to fucking tell people your name. They already know you. That's how it was. I walk into stores in a different district. They already fucking knew my name. They already knew what I've done. They know my fucking experience because other people told them about them, or fucking my bosses told them about them and shit. So I get what you're saying. It's not all about the money, but again, back to what I said, what's
It's
your
the
motivation?
motivator, yeah.
What's your motivation?
Yeah.
Is it money? Is it the lifestyle? Is it the title? Is it your end game of leaving with your kids? Whatever it is, dog. But wake up for a purpose. I wake up
And
and be
grind for
like,
it.
yeah, dog, I want to do everything for my kid. You know what I mean? My son, I want to give him everything. I wake up and like, what can I do to do that? And how can I make myself better to make that easier for him? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like my properties are gonna be his. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Like all my shit is gonna be his. So I think about that, dog. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? He got fucking savings accounts already. He does this and that. I invest in him because at the end of the day, that's my biggest investment is my son, not
Yeah.
anything else. He's gonna fucking grow up. He'll be a doctor, lawyer, whatever. Shit, he'll take care of me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like that's it. I'm good, bro.
Yeah.
I'm gravy.
So I
man,
guess
but-
this is a good, I guess, segue. I guess, again, like I said, it started off as money, but I guess you put it in a good way too. So like what I care about now more or less is like respect, man. Like you said, you want people to know who you are. And I have people who are on my friends list that are high up and they've done something like real with this real estate shit.
Yeah.
And I just want to be on that level too, like eventually somewhere down the line. And I guess, like, shout out to Drake, but I'm doing it for the trophies. Like, I'm dead ass,
Shout
bro.
out
Like,
to Drake.
yeah, no, nah, but I'm just saying, bro, like, I'm doing it for the trophies myself. And I want to make a name for myself. And like I said,
yeah, that is important, bro.
and that's really the most important thing to me. And man, to be honest, it's so crazy. Like how you say it, you're like, yeah, you see potential in me, and you see this in me, and you see that, bro. A lot of people hit me up like that, and the thing is, another big part of it is I feel like if I fail, it would be a disservice to all those people
That's
who
what I'm saying.
hit me up with those messages. And I'm really just I'm not trying to talk down or overthrow or throw shade or nothing like that. I'm really, like I said, at the end of the day, just trying to be as authentic as possible, make some money, take care of my people, educate, come from a place where I'm giving information to the right people or the people that need it. And those are really just the core things that I want, like for myself, for people around me. And like I said, I just can't let anybody down, bro. And like really to me, I'm in a place in my mind where I can't lose. And when I say I can't lose is I just won't allow myself to lose.
Yeah.
I won't allow myself to fail.
Yeah.
And I'm just in this crazy mental space, dog, where I just believe I can do anything. And that's just the truth, bro.
You can. I feel as cliche and dumb as it sounds, bro, I feel like everybody can do it. It's just that the majority, 99% of people lack determination. They lack the persistence of continue to go on. I feel like everybody can be fucking a top salesman in anything.
Anywhere.
I feel like anybody can be the best barber or anything. It's just that they lack the mindset of keep going. And some people put it on overdrive and some people are lackluster. You know what I'm saying? So
on cruise control, just accepting what is.
So the thing is, you want to get there, you put it, and I got no doubts, just like everybody, dog. Like that tells you, I got no doubts. You just got to keep going. As much, like I always say this all the time, is I keep the same energy no matter what you're doing. Like keep that same energy. If you're in the fight game, if you're in real estate, if you're in sales, whatever the fuck, keep the same energy. Do what got you to the dance. So like, let's say you make it big. Don't be fucking, taking it easy and fucking doing all that. When you're at the top, it's harder to stay on top than it is to get there. So just keep grinding, bro. Everything comes into place. You know what I mean? Just like Scarface said, bro. What does he?
The
What does
world
he
is
say?
yours.
Yeah, what is yours? What do you say? Say all that, the fucking women, the money, all that shit comes after.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
gotta
yeah.
fucking do. You gotta do the work. You gotta put in the time now.
Yes, sir.
But all right, dog. Well, shit. Again, we'll leave it there. We'll put down all your socials. We'll get you going. We'll get you connected and much success, dog.
And if anybody's concerned, my real estate Instagram is Realtor Mike Drew. Realtor Mike Drew.
Yeah.
Give me a follow. I'm on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, Snapchat. Realtor Mike Drew. Everything Realtor Mike Drew.
Yeah, we'll have the links on there and do all that.
And Eddie's gonna put the links on there.
Already.
He just wants to clarify.
Already. Yes, sir. All right, man.